Have you ever noticed how some people are incredibly persuasive? Maybe you've wondered why we even study manipulation tricks in the first place. The truth is, understanding influence and persuasion has many practical reasons, and none of them have to be unethical. Today, we'll explore why people learn these techniques and how that knowledge can be used for good. Influence and persuasion show up everywhere, in advertising, negotiations, friendships, and leadership. Learning these skills isn't about deceiving others. It's about effective communication. In this video, we'll look at the main reasons people learn persuasion techniques. From protecting themselves to inspiring positive action, there are many useful goals behind these tricks. Let's dive in. 1. Self-protection and awareness. One big reason people learn about manipulation is to avoid being fooled themselves. Think about scam emails, aggressive sales tactics, or high-pressure situations. When you know how these tricks work, like how limited time offers or fake urgency push you to act fast, you can recognize and resist them. For example, learning that guilt trips can be a persuasive tactic helps you pause if someone says, "I've done so much for you," knowing it might just be an attempt to manipulate your feelings. By seeing these techniques in action, you build a mental shield and avoid being an easy target. 2. Persuasion in everyday life. We all use influence daily, often without calling it manipulation. Parents negotiate bedtime with kids, friends convince each other on what movie to watch, or a team member might propose an idea at work. Studying the theory helps us do it more gracefully. It teaches us how to listen and ask the right questions. For instance, instead of demanding, "Finish your chores now," a parent might say, "We'll go to the park once your chores are done." This makes the child feel involved. These communication tricks make daily life run more smoothly and build stronger relationships. 3. Career and business success. In many jobs, influence is a powerful tool. Salespeople and marketers learn persuasion to help customers see the value in a product, ideally in a way that meets the customer's needs. For example, a salesperson might focus on how a product solves your specific problem, rather than just pushing a sale. Entrepreneurs use persuasion to pitch ideas to investors by telling an engaging story about the future growth. A manager might encourage a team to volunteer for a project by highlighting how it benefits their skills and careers. These skills help people get buy-in while still being honest about the pros and cons. 4. Building stronger relationships. Knowing how persuasion works can actually build trust. When you practice empathy and active listening, people feel heard and respected, which makes them more open to you. For example, if you negotiate plans with a friend and acknowledge their needs, they're more likely to agree. A respectful tone and genuine interest in the other person's viewpoint go a long way. Good influence skills encourage positive outcomes in friendships, families, and partnerships. Everyone benefits when communication is respectful and effective. 5. Personal confidence and leadership. Studying persuasion often boosts your confidence. When you understand why people say yes, you feel less anxious in social situations or when making requests. This confidence can lead you to take on leadership roles. Public speakers, for example, use persuasive storytelling and clear structure to keep audiences engaged. Learning these techniques helps you present your ideas more convincingly because you believe in them yourself, which naturally convinces others. The key is that you're not pushing people against their will. You're just sharing your vision with confidence. 6. Psychological insight and curiosity. Many people learn these techniques simply out of interest in human behavior. The mind is fascinating. Studying influence, like how biases or social norms work, gives insight into everyday behavior. Courses in psychology, marketing, or communication often include persuasion theory. Even if you never use a technique on someone, just knowing about it can make you a smarter consumer or citizen. It's like learning how a magic trick is done. The mystery is part of the fun. You start to notice the subtle ways people influence each other every day. 7. Supporting good causes. Another positive reason to learn persuasion is to help causes you care about. Charities and nonprofits often use these techniques to encourage donations or action. For example, a charity might tell a powerful personal story to make people care about a distant issue, or an environmental group might frame a question about the future to make it feel immediate. These tactics are ethical influence. They aim to inspire people to help others or the planet. By learning these skills, you can motivate people to support worthwhile issues and mobilize positive change. 8. Creative and entertainment fields. Storytellers, filmmakers, and advertisers also study persuasion. They want to engage and move people. For example, a novelist might use a cliffhanger and vivid imagery to keep readers hooked. That's a persuasion trick in storytelling. A film director uses music and timing to make scenes feel exciting or emotional. Even video game designers use persuasive game mechanics to keep players interested. These are creative applications of influence. They entertain and often educate rather than deceive. Good storytelling can persuade people toward empathy, inspiration, or action in a positive way. 9. Critical thinking and media literacy. Studying influence helps you identify propaganda and biased messages in media. Advertisers and politicians know how to sway opinions. By learning those tactics, you become a savvier consumer of information. For example, if you recognize a clickbait headline trying to make you angry for ad clicks, you can choose not to share it. This makes you more thoughtful and less likely to be manipulated by news, ads, or social media. Essentially, knowing these tricks helps you see past the spin and make informed decisions. 10. Navigating the digital world. Technology uses persuasion too. Social media platforms are designed to grab your attention. Knowing this, you can make conscious choices, like turning off endless notifications or setting screen time limits. Content creators use persuasive thumbnails and titles. By understanding this, you can decide whether content truly interests you or is just trying to hook you. In short, learning about persuasion helps you control how media influences your life. It's not about shunning technology, but about using it wisely. 11. Ethical awareness. It's important to know the line between persuasion and unethical manipulation. Learning these skills also teaches you to use them responsibly. If someone uses them to deceive or harm, that's unethical. But most people study these techniques to enhance communication, protect themselves, and encourage positive outcomes. Always focus on honesty and mutual benefit. Ideally, you'll learn both how to influence and when not to, so that your communication stays respectful and empathetic. In summary, people learn manipulation tricks for many reasons, almost all of them positive. It can protect you, improve your communication, boost your confidence, and help causes you care about. It's really about understanding human nature and connecting with others in a meaningful way. Using these techniques with good intentions means you're helping rather than harming. Thanks for watching. If you found these insights useful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos on psychology and personal growth. Share in the comments anytime you've seen influence used for good, and stay informed.